Dead and Hip Hop album review, DMX Exodus. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take a moment of silence for the late, great DMX. Earl Simmons, better known as DMX, was born December 18, 1970, and sadly passed way too early, April 9th, 2021. Started his rapping career in the 90s. His first album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot, dropped in 98 to critical acclaim and sold 251,000 copies in its first week out, which is amazing, especially at that time. He's dropped more albums and singles, but something that a lot of people, or maybe some of the younger people didn't know, he was also an actor. He transitioned into movies and had a pretty decent run. He was in movies like Belly, Romeo Must Die, Exit Wounds, Cradle to the Grave, and Last Hour. So if you don't know about DMX, man, just go do your Googles. He definitely maximized his career in the time that he was here. So this is the first time we put DMX in the chamber on the main channel, because we did do It's Dark and Hell is Hot as a classic Patreon review. So if you're not a patron, go over there, become a patron. You know what I'm saying? You get a whole bunch of stuff for your dollar. But this is the first time we talk about a DMX project. Unfortunately, posthumously, but nonetheless, DMX. I was okay with this project. I was okay with it. There was some of this stuff on here that I didn't like. Especially after that very strong first half of this project. And it started to come down with Skyscrapers for me. Like I don't know. Like
it started there?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Damn, man. Okay, so that's my dog with the locks and Swiss Beats. I like that intro. I fucked with that. Love how Jada Kiss sounded, how Styles sounded on that. That was really dope. With the signature Swiss Beat sound.
Damn, you gonna leave Sheik out?
He
had the best verse in the whole song. Damn, bro.
You think so?
Yes. Yeah, he definitely showed up to rap. Nothing against everybody else, but he showed up to rap.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He said, let's do it for Brianna and let's do it for Floyd. That was him, right?
Yeah, that's him.
That was him.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Shout out for that, man. By itself.
Nah, the whole verse was dope, man.
And then I thought the beat on Bath Salts, having Jay and Nas on there, again, signature Swiss, signature. It was very interesting. I don't know if I'm okay with it, if I love it.
The beat? Or
the beat. I don't know. It's very weird.
Is that the one where Nas said the Alchemist shout out on there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Felt some type of way about that, didn't
you? Why?
It was.
You like academics like that?
Huh?
Nah, he want dead end recognition.
But we don't fuck with enough people.
We're nowhere near the.
No, we're not. But
academics.
we for different reasons. But yeah. But the academic shot, I don't think it was anything positive though, right?
It wasn't.
Nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I was saying. We don't do that type of stuff to get that sort of shout out. The way he used, the way he shouted
Even
him out.
if it was a positive shout, Nas ain't doing that. He don't know who we are, bro.
Yes, he does.
So don't think these artists know, man.
He may have watched a video or two, not enough to be like, oh yeah, Dead in Hip Hop, absolutely.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you think he know about us?
Rod think everybody know who we are.
Hey,
Rod think Obama watches Dead in Hip Hop.
Look.
I'm sure he come across a video.
They've come across some at this point.
That's what I said. He's probably watched a video or two, but it's not.
I know Jay-Z has watched one because he just randomly goes on YouTube and just watch shit.
I hope he has.
So I know he has. Yeah, but he'll never say it publicly. A lot of them won't say it publicly. Yeah.
So how did y'all feel about Dogs Out with Lil Wayne and Swiss?
Wait, you gonna move on from the Nas and Jay one, the Bath Salt one?
How much more do you want me to say?
So, damn. I mean, you got Nas and Jay on it. I mean, like, who you thought was the standout on that?
Jay.
Really?
Oops, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I'm not trying to be that guy no more.
Nas murdered that shit.
I have been listening, and Jay has been creeping up on me lately with his verse. I'm like, damn, you know what? I like when he does certain things. This is why I never got into Jay-Z, was verses like this. I was like, bad. Like, it didn't seem like he gave a shit about rapping.
Yeah, I didn't like this verse.
Yeah,
Really?
Nas was definitely more. Nas was definitely the highlight on this of that song.
Which is good because
Definitely.
I feel like Jay was the highlight on that other one they had with off Khaled's joint.
Over Khaled joint.
You know
I
why?
feel like
I'm
Jay-
sorry.
No, you know what?
You know why he was the standout there? This verse is old as shit. I had to go look this up.
Oh.
Apparently, this verse is from like 2012.
Oh, this is an OJ verse?
That's what I saw online. Now, if they lied or if I read it
Yeah.
wrong, it's one thing. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it was
this
weird.
verse was like from 2012.
Yeah, it was weird.
So when I first listened to it, I was like, "Damn, this sounds like the Jay that I've never liked." But if I was Jay, I would have been like, "Yo,
Let me redo
give
that.
me a do over."
Yeah,
because Nas came on and fucking went to another level.
So that's a new Nas verse? Or-
I don't know if that's an old
So we don't
Nas
know about
verse.
that
I
one?
think so because I remember when Swiss and Just Blaze, they did like an online battle thing. I guess it was like a beat battle thing, and Swiss had played this,
Oh, yeah.
but it was the Nas verse sounded different, and then it was also featuring Jadakiss. So it was Jadakiss, Nas, Jay, and DMX. It was
I remember this.
and I remember
now.
But they
I
were
remember,
still
but-
saying the J verse was old. I just don't know if that's definitely a
Yeah,
fact. But they were saying
yeah.
the J verse was from like
Okay.
I feel like Nas switched
2012.
up his verse because I remember when I heard that one, I was like, okay, this is a different Nas. Nas wasn't rapping like that on the version that Swiss played at that
Yep.
battle that he
Yep,
had. Or
yep,
whatever.
I remember
Like I said,
that.
Jadakiss was on it too.
Yep.
So it was interesting I didn't see Jadakiss on there because when I saw Bath Saw, I was like, oh shit, that's the joint that Swiss had played when him and Just Blaze had the little battle thing. So I was like, I can't wait to hear that joint.
This song was originally recorded for Nas's 2012 album Life Is Good, but didn't make the final cut.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
This did not sound
So
like a
Life
good
is
Jay
Good
verse.
came out in 2012. So yeah, it's
Jay should have asked for a do-over. 'cause
Yeah.
He's been doing some dope
Yeah.
verses lately, and this one I was just like, bro,
This
what?
isn't on par with what he's been doing.
No,
And you
nowhere
know
near.
there's going to be a lot of ears on this.
yeah, of course,
So,
because him and
yeah.
Nas on track together.
He
so.
might have just not gave a shit because if you're saying that the Nas verse was new, I'm sure they gave Jay that same respect and was like, "Yo, do you want to, you know?"
And he
Jay,
probably was like,
Jay's like, "I don't care,
yeah.
just leave it. I'm
Yeah.
ho.
Yeah,
Somebody gonna like it."
Yeah, I can't see Jay redoing it. You know what I'm saying? Especially from 2012. Like,
You can't.
I don't
see
think
why
Jay
he
moves
wouldn't.
like that.
Considering, DMX just passing and it was a big thing, like the world literally was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, it seemed like if I was Jay, I would have wanted to redo it over because everybody's going to listen to this album.
Mm-hmm.
And so for him to have something on there and to come, lackluster
Yeah,
by comparison to Nas, you don't want to go out like that.
by comparison to Nas and DMX.
DMX
I
did
think
his thing on
I
there,
think
too.
Jay had the worst verse on that song.
Damn.
Yeah, his verse was just
Wizard
like
wasn't that good.
he just didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like, why did you move away from that? Because I thought that was not. I thought it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't sound like his current stuff.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. And now that B said that he played that way back then, I remember that exact clip. So yeah, I forgot that Jay, like, this is an old song and stuff. But either way, I enjoyed it. But the production is still, I don't know.
It is weird. It's like that wee song.
See, because when he played it against Just Blaze in that video clip that B's talking about, it hit perfect because it's like a perfect battle song. It's loud. You got big names on it. But then hearing it on the album, it was questionable.
I still liked it. I thought that beat was dope. Yeah, I really liked that beat a lot, and I liked how they all, even though I didn't like the Jay-Z verse, I still thought he sounded cool over that beat.
Mm-hmm. Dogs out. You fuck with it?
Yeah, I fuck with it, man. Lil Wayne is on a
Easy.
fucking streak.
I need
He's
the
on a
Easy project though.
streak.
Have you heard him on Seeing Green?
Say what now?
It's called Seeing Green. It's with it. I mean, you probably never would have clicked on it, but it's like Nicki Minaj and Drake.
Nope.
Man, he kills that. Verse.
Really?
I'm gonna have to play it for y'all before we leave. He kills
Yeah, I
that
want to
shit.
hear that, man.
Yeah, I'm ready
Wayne
for
sounded
Weezy.
great. Wayne sounded great. He's like, why do y'all? What did he say at the beginning of it? Why do y'all try so hard to be pussy or something like that? I was like, oh shit, Wayne's about to do his thing. He rapped his ass off, man.
Hey, Beezy, I got a question for you regarding the production of this project. Did Swiss do all of it or majority
The
of
majority of it, A-Rap Music also did some, and Mr. Porter did 2 tracks. Denai Porter produced 2 tracks, but it was pretty much by Swiss. Swiss pretty much handled the production on this album.
The reason why I ask is because I don't know how I like a primarily produced Swiss album, because his beats, they feel like they haven't progressed. It still feels like a lot of early 2000s
Swiss beats. Yeah.
Yeah. It just it does, Mike. Like it's one of those things. I'm listening to this.
I do think his sound is a bit dated, just a
It
little
does.
bit dated. Yeah.
It does.
Why you look like that? You don't agree?
No, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying y'all going hard on the man.
No, I'm not going hard. It just sounds.
No, this is friends.
This is signature style.
I know his signature style sounds a little dated to me.
Yeah, it's you know.
Yeah.
Damn. What y'all want to hear DMX over?
Not this.
I only felt like that for a couple tracks. For the most part, I thought the beats were fine for DMX, but there was like 4 or 5 songs where I was like,
So where were the
The Money, Money, Money,
Mm-hmm.
Hold Me Down, Skyscrapers, Sometimes I'll say Take Control, but I didn't really love Take Control like that. It was funny, but it didn't really hit like that.
Yeah.
The rest of these beats I thought were great for DMX.
I liked them over the Griselda joint.
I did.
That
too.
shit was
I did.
Y'all remember when I said right after he passed that I saw a clip of him and Benny
Yeah.
and them rapping?
Yeah, I remember you saying
And
that.
I said I don't know if it's something that had come out before or it's just something that was on something coming up. And Mike, you even said you think it was going to be on something new. So this is what it was. It was on this album. I was like, God.
I think it's interesting that I will see. I don't know if this was recorded before or after, he passed.
It was before. That's what I'm saying. The clip came out afterwards. It was him. Benny was in the car and DMX was just like bobbing his head to it.
But it was this song?
Yeah, it had to be this song. This is the song that they had been listening to.
Why?
It sounded.
Couldn't it just been a
This is
regular
what I
Benny
remember.
song?
I remember like this. I think this was it. Because I remember Benny rapping, and I want to say DMX might have been on it too. So I was like, this must be it.
Because I was reading that there were a few verses on here that were old DMX verses that they just threw on the album.
But then he said their name though.
Did he say their name in the? Oh, he did at the very end.
yeah,
At the
yeah.
very end, he did say like the last bar was their names. You're right.
Yeah.
Either way, that song was dope.
Yeah. It
Definitely
was
one of the best ones on this project.
probably my favorite song on this thing.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it was super hard because it was like it wasn't as gritty, grimy as typical Griselda stuff, but it was still so New York. And with the addition of DMX on there, it brought a little bit more out. And then this is the part of the reason why I love Griselda is because so many legends want to fuck with them. And I think that when they get on these tracks with legends, obviously they're already not slouches, but they just another step. And they have it in them. And that's the amazing part, you know what I'm saying? Because it's bringing a lot of these legends out like a DMX, a Method Man, and all of the dudes that were super dope to us growing up, they're re-inspired because of them. You know, and you
They
hear
said
it.
that. One of them said that in the verse. That I can't remember the line now, but one of them said like basically how we made it cool for y'all to come back and start rapping again. I just can't remember who said it and what the actual verse was.
It probably was.
It's probably Conway, to be honest, because Conway spazzed.
Boy.
So if I only squeeze it twice, that's just me being polite.
Right.
I was like, damn, dude.
Conway, that dude.
I think
He's
all
my
of them
favorite.
showed up.
He my
man.
favorite, man.
All of them showed up to rap. Like just the way Westside started the song off was dope as shit. Then Benny comes in and Conway and then DMX. I was actually listening to it and I was like worried for a hot minute because I'm like,
Nah, he brought it.
I wonder
Yeah.
what DMX is gonna do here.
He brought
But
it.
he did. He definitely
Them dudes
did. He
really
sounded
inspire
great.
People, man, it's crazy how Griselda really inspires the older cats.
Yeah.
This almost felt like a song that would have came out like in the mid 90s, early 2000s, like how 24 Hours to Live came out and DMX killed Dad, and just like a whole bunch of posse cuts that always had 3, 4, 5 people in DMX, and like it gave that vibe, you know what I'm saying? That I wanted more of that on here. Like I felt like there were too many tracks that just didn't give me, it didn't make me feel like X was a legend, you know what I'm saying? But there were a lot of tracks on here, like the Griselda one, that's like, yes, like that's the DMX I want. But I don't know, like I just have more questions. Like
Well,
I wasn't satisfied overall.
I mean, you still have to grade it on a slight curve, of course. You know, I still, you know, I wish there were more songs I liked on here. But you know, I understand why, you know, at times it sounded like it was just kind of patched together here and there.
Yeah.
So
Was it actually patched together?
It feels like it.
Yeah,
with
the
some of the
mixing is
songs.
wonky and the levels are wonky. And like I said, I read that some of these verses were like older DMX verses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it did definitely feel like a very typical Posthumous album where it's just like, well, we want to put something out.
Yeah.
So let's get together and throw stuff together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was wondering that when I was listening to it, was it that type of album, or did he get a chance to actually see this through before it came out?
That's what I was wondering too. Yeah. If I had to make a guess, just a wild guess, I would assume that he probably did not get to put a whole lot of
like touches on it.
yeah.
Do you think it was his choice to go get Bono?
To get who?
To work with Bono?
I hope not. That sounded like a real Eminem style move.
It did.
Yeah, it's such a weird guy to get. I was like, who decided to go get Bono of all people? And then you put that right behind Alicia Keys' song.
Yeah, that run was
which
just
was like
what
ooh.
the fuck? Yeah, she didn't even sound great.
No, she didn't. I didn't even know that was her.
I didn't either until I saw the feature. I was like, who is this singing?
Yeah. I was like, Swiss Beats just threw his wife on here.
Yeah, like, come on, baby, get on this.
Yeah.
Baby, you ain't doing nothing. Come over here, girl. Get up on there and sing that song, girl. She's like, God damn, you get on my
And that's what it
damn
felt
nerves.
like. It felt like that. It felt like he just pulled her in, like, yo, can you put a little touch on this?
Yeah, it didn't feel like it was a planned out thing.
Right.
And that's a shame because typically, I mean, she can sing. So typically, when she does a hook,
yeah, like that
know?
New York song, that Jay song.
Here we for New York.
So was that Usher on Letter to My Son?
Yes.
So
And that was
Brian,
definitely an afterthought.
man, I was like, oh my god,
But at least you didn't think he sounded good. I thought he sounded fine.
he sounded different.
Everybody on this sounded different, really.
And that was the thing. I couldn't because I was trying to figure out if that was Usher or this Brian King Joseph guy.
I think Usher was the one that came in at the end. I think. I could be wrong though. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure that
I
was
don't
Usher
know.
at the end.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Either way, I thought Letter to My Son was great.
Yeah.
Definitely one of them,
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Not gonna do it. Like him talking about like, you saw me go through this drug shit, so hopefully that inspires you not to even touch drugs. Him writing that before he died from oh my god.
What got me on that was when he was talking about, it's never too late. Just call me.
Ooh.
And when I heard that, man, like that shit just it wrenched my stomach, man. Like real tough.
Yeah, I can't think of any other artist that died unexpectedly and quickly that left us with a song like that, where it's like, it's not really foreshadowing his death, but it's just making these proclamations and these statements. And then the fact that he passes, it's just, I don't know. It was
and for the
weird
reasons
feeling.
that he passed.
Right.
You know,
that was a tough one.
Yeah.
I think even like on the Benny Griselda joint, the Griselda joint, like when he was like, I'm 50, I ain't 50 for nothing. Like saying your age, it was just like
been through all this already.
It was kind of cringy. Not cringy, but it was like,
Yeah.
made me feel kind of weird. So yeah.
You know what made me feel a little weird? It was on That's My Dog. He said, your pants too tight to fuck with the dog. I was like, man, I can't fuck with your ex. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with your bro.
Damn.
That was I did think it was a hard bar though. It's the way he said it. It made me laugh. I was like, damn, DMX.
Any love for Snoop? B?
You said, what, any love for Snoop?
You ain't got no love for Snoop and Death Row?
Huh? Y'all don't love us?
Y'all don't love us?
No, I mean, the beat was smooth, but I mean, yeah, it was all right. I mean, yeah, y'all know, obviously this album didn't move me at all. Really,
Wait, that's not what he asked you, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I was about to just get into my take of the album. That's all, because I
Not what
haven't
he
got
asked
my.
you.
I was
Slick.
I mean, I
trying
don't
not to ask you about that.
I don't mean, yeah, Snoop was all right. I didn't care for him that much. Okay, to answer your question.
He's so nonchalant
Yeah,
with
man.
that shit. Yeah, he was charged, but it's okay.
But yeah, I mean, this album.
So did you like Jay-Z, The Lots, Nas, Lil Wayne?
I like the Locks. I like the
Oh,
Locks.
here.
I like Nas. I like Wayne.
I ain't gonna ask you about DMX.
Yeah, I like Wayne, and I like Griselda pretty much. That was pretty much it. And I like Denai Porter's production on "Walking in the Rain." I thought that
Was that was him singing the hook, right?
Yeah, that was him singing.
That's what I thought.
That
Yeah.
was. I wanted
Yeah.
to ask you about that because that one was one of the few that gave me vibes from "It's Dark and Hell Is Hot." Obviously, completely different, but just Walking in the rain.
That was the only one that had like a mellow-ish beat
Yes.
that DMX really sounded good
Yep.
on.
Yep.
And Nas sounded great too. And
Yeah,
I wish
he
I
did.
wrote down lines, but I didn't. But I know Nas said some dope shit on that song.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering how he got 2 Nas verses.
Yeah,
but
me too. I was
I
wondering
don't
about
know.
that.
Does anybody know if Nas and X were close like that?
I don't know.
I believe so. I mean, they Nas spoke at his funeral thing. And
Really?
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had his
Okay.
whole man. Nas was dressed up like he was in the '90s. He had his whole fatigue hook up on. Yeah, he was talking about DMX and shit, and you know how they did Belly Together and everything.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
right. That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. So I think they were cool. I think
That's
they were
right.
definitely.
Yeah, they probably
I think-
definitely built a relationship.
Yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Most
a
definitely.
connection.
Most
I forgot
definitely.
about that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, seeing Nas on here twice wasn't surprising. For me.
Yeah.
It wasn't surprising me at all. So I mean, they collabed before, so didn't even check and see if you like.
Show didn't.
Do you like
Show
that?
didn't.
Didn't get your overall thoughts on it.
You know,
Overall,
King
I was gonna
Rod,
do
King
that.
Rod again.
I thought we was gonna do that at the end. That's why, you know. Now we 20 minutes in. Like,
All right.
21 to be
Favorite
exact.
songs. Give me That's My Dog, Bath Salts. Give me Dogs Out. Give me Hood Blues, and give me Walking in the Rain.
My favorite songs on here are Hood Blues. That's my favorite. Bath Salts and Dogs Out.
Give me That's My Dog, Bath Salts, Dogs Out, Hood Blues, and Walking in the Rain.
Yeah, that's my dog. Bath salts, dogs out, hood blues, and walking in the rain.
Final thoughts. Super sad overall, losing a legend like DMX. At the time we lost him, and I think it kind of brings it full circle when you listen to the track "Letter to My Son." Again, very heart-wrenching. But that's who X was. You know, like X was a caring person.
Mm-hmm.
X, you know, he ended, you know, so properly. He ended this project with a prayer. You know what I'm saying? And I just think hip hop is gonna miss him. You know, hip hop is gonna miss him. And man, I don't have much more to say, man.
Yeah, I thought this was cool. I think it's a par for the course with albums like this. You know, there were a couple of tracks on here that I really liked. There was some that I didn't really care for, but I'm not gonna necessarily fault anyone for that because you know they have to work with what they had to work with due to you know the unexpected passing of DMX. So you know it's just one of those situations where you wonder what could have been. If you would have been able to kind of really get in there and kind of put the final touches on it. But definitely, you know, a person that will be missed in hip hop. But, you know, I think we got at least I got a couple of good quality songs, you know, to walk away with and to, you know, add to the collection of songs that he already has, you know, done in the past. So yeah, that's what I got.
R.I.P. DMX. I just really hope that this album, you know, the diehard DMX fans was happy with this album, and you know they can at least walk away with something that you know they can take away from this album that they really appreciate about DMX, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this was a fairly standard posthumous album. I kind of do wonder where this may have been had DMX not passed. I remember hearing interviews where he was talking about this amazing piece of work that he was putting together. And unfortunately, I don't feel like this came together like the masterpiece some of us were hoping for. But again, it is a fairly typical posthumous album. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was great though. There's a couple songs I'll probably return to, but overall, I just look at this and just say, damn, and it's just sad. I wish he was still here because he definitely brought a certain thing to hip hop that really nobody else could do. And the fact that he passed away so early and on the edge of him, like getting better and trying to, you know, be this better person, it just really sucks that he had to go. But yeah, I mean, this is fine for his catalog. You know, there are other albums I'll definitely return to more than this, but I'm not going to complain about getting another DMX album. So I'm just happy that he was able to walk away from the world doing what he loved, which is music. So